How to turn off a narcissist's gaslighting with these 3 secret sentences. When a narcissist gaslights you, they do not simply attempt to convince you that you are antagonizing them and that they are right. They usually have a different goal in mind altogether. They want to make you think it is you who is wrong about everything, fundamentally flawed and fundamentally untrustworthy. They want you, in other words, to feel that whether you sleep day or night, when all perceived obstacles fall away and what remains is pure clarity, there is something untrustworthy about yourself. They want the inner voice you call delusional to be its heckling partner instead. Of course, such ideas can only work when they have a way to succeed. Whenever things fall through in the relationship, you will naturally blame yourself, as a narcissistic voice has been implanted into your brain to constantly tell you that everything was your fault and never theirs. So it's very important to learn how to handle both forms of gaslighting in and out of relationships. In today's episode, I'd like to welcome you back to the Narcissist Revealed series. We're going to talk about the fact that knowing how to handle gaslighting is absolutely vital for any self-respecting man or woman with half a brain left. What else would you expect from human beings who sleep during the day and always stir-free at night? Especially if no one tells them such things. Plus, at the end of this episode, those who have not already subscribed should think about doing that, so they are helping us out in creating awareness about narcissistic abuse. Before we delve into the ways that narcissists manipulate the narrative, I would like to introduce the concept of perceptual space. When surrounded by gaslighting, what do they wish for foolish people to do? They want to alter the way you see things. If they said something and you call them on it, they will deny it with responses such as, "I never said that." Their ultimate goal is to turn reality completely topsy-turvy. In the midst of this, they are perfect, and you are unreasonable or dishonest. This is the point at which you need to protect your perception of reality and insist on your own truth. The key response: "I know what happened." Before you confront them, reassert to yourself, "I know what really happened, and there is nothing wrong with me for thinking it." When a narcissist attempts to change your perception or understanding, you must hold on tightly to reality. Hold on tightly to your perception. Think of the reality you know as an unmovable goalpost in front of your eyes. In this way, it is imagined that there is a mental space where your reality stays pure and unchanged. Now that we understand this, all the tips that I will offer below will make much more sense. Number 1. They say, "You're imagining things. You create scenarios that didn't happen, and you know that they're trying to put you down, whether as a parent or for leaving. They want to make you feel like a failure. How should you answer them? Rather than defend what you did or attempt to show you didn't desert them. An approach like that is not at all useful. You should focus instead on maintaining your reality. Say with total confidence, "I do not imagine the truth. I do not imagine the facts." Will this stop them from trying to make you submit to further abuse? Probably not, but it shows that you can see through their bluff. They really know the truth no matter what they might pretend to think. They know exactly what happened and that you won't stand for being bullied. Your statement is both a claim rooted in reality and an assertion of what will not be swayed by their distortions. It also contains an implied warning of worse to come if they keep on. Their ego may be hurt by this, but it is hard to predict their exact response. The narcissist will do anything to prove you wrong. If you can hold your standpoint and show that it is true, then life will become harder for them. These people feed on manipulating others. Number 2. When a narcissist says, "I never said that," don't try to force the issue with responses like, "Then tell me what you said," or "No, I heard you say that." These only lead to circular, maddening conversations. You need something else. What should you do? Step back. Pause and don't respond right away. First, tune into your body's sensations. Blink 5 times and then look away calmly. This is called the blink strategy. Focus on those blinks while also appraising the narcissist's intentions. You can respond slowly and give your perceptions room for growth. One might hear someone say, "That is what I have heard." Now it is clear that the perception is not his, but rather your own journey and experience. It admits that these views are your own based on your perspective, not anything he has said. You're then saying, "What I heard was what I heard." You also confirm this when someone does not understand you by adding, "What you say or think has no bearing on my interpretation." Their words just don't change your understanding. For instance, "I know what you said, but that is not going to change." At times, silence is the best answer. But if you must say anything, make sure it is true, in fact, without debating or defending it further. If people start getting emotional and charge, but you're telling them they're irrational, then respond. "You don't seem in much shape for a rational conversation right now. When you're ready, we can return to this matter." This gets the responsibility right back into the proper lap and allows you to separate yourself from it. Of course, your self-discipline in this regard will be effective. Number 3. When dealing with hurtful comments like "you need help" or "you're going irrational," a useful response can be, "I need someone to help me." This won't change their actions, but it may help keep your wits about you. What's crucial is not to let their words make you feel at a loss or overly touchy. You're not trying to change their understanding or win the argument at all. To change their ego will always try to win an argument, and it doesn't stop. You are simply creating a mental space for yourself. It is crucial in handling accusations like, "You are not being helpful," to return serve as, "Well, if that's your opinion of me, I take a different view in my life, and that's the way it is." The matter should be let rest until later, when the suspect has cooled off a bit. But be careful with such words as, "Oh, I need someone who can help me." You may well provoke a narcissist. They feel, after all, that everything is a judgment of them or what they have done for their own benefit. They may say things like, "Look at all I do for the family, and this is the thanks I get," or take on the role of victim. It is important to choose your words carefully when talking to narcissists so that you free yourself, not just in words, but in reality from these encounters. So, what should someone say in these situations? Show us your opinions in the comments section below. Number 4. When the narcissist becomes very angry and starts shouting, calling you names that are not appropriate, it's best to stand back and keep away. You don't need to respond to their texts, but if it is a phone call or chat and you want out, you can say, "I don't respond to that volume or tone." Then pause and add, "That doesn't affect me." You might try saying something along the lines of, "We can talk about this again when you have your bearings back." This denies them the upper hand in the situation by pointing out their unreasonable behavior. As their anger escalates, you can ask, "Are you okay? Do you need help with something in your life?" This tactic steers the focus back onto themselves while suggesting in a single innuendo that their actions were inappropriate. The way to neutralize their aggression is not to get caught up in acknowledging it, because then they have power over you. Shut down interactions with them and only re-engage once they have learned to approach you in a calm manner. Narcissists often act like nothing happened, so play along with this routine as you keep in mind what you need to get accomplished out of it all. This wraps up our discussion on dealing effectively with narcissistic gaslighting. I realize it's difficult to cover everything in detail, but I hope these methods can help some people. See you for the next episode. please drop some comments with your thoughts and experiences. Until then, let the healing go on. This is how to make a narcissist regret every day that he has been mean to you. If you've crossed paths with a narcissist, you've likely experienced the significant challenges they present. These individuals possess a cunning knack for manipulating and coercing others into satisfying their every whim. But don't despair, as there are effective strategies to make them regret the hurtful acts they've inflicted upon you. While the task may not be as formidable as it seems, it does necessitate strategic preparation. Without delay, let's explore 10 powerful methods to genuinely make a narcissist regret their actions. First and foremost, seize the opportunity to lead your best life, free from their toxic presence. To instill true remorse in a narcissist, start by embracing a life that flourishes without their influence. Surround yourself with individuals who genuinely care about you, acknowledging your humanity and supporting your growth. Recognize that you are the protagonist of your own journey, not a mere side character in their misguided narrative. Shed any lingering guilt and immerse yourself in activities that nourish your soul. Embark on adventures with friends, revel in nature's embrace, indulge in movies that ignite your imagination. Accept the truth that you deserve far more than they could ever offer, happiness and fulfillment on your terms. Take a deep breath and let this realization guide you towards living your best life without their shadow looming over you. In the second strategy, aim to become a superior individual in comparison to the narcissist. These individuals possess a deceptive ability to cloak themselves in kindness and empathy, all the while harboring manipulative, self-centered, and heartless intentions. They pursue their goals relentlessly, even if it means inflicting pain on others. If your objective is to make them regret their actions, strive to outshine them in every conceivable way. Tap into your inner strength and rise above their toxic conduct by embodying kindness, empathy, and genuine concern for others. Through consistently showcasing these qualities, you strip them of the power they crave, laying bare their true insignificance. Remember, perfection isn't always attainable. Instead, focus on the ways in which you've grown stronger and wiser through the experience. The third crucial piece of advice is never hesitating to assert yourself. When aiming to make a narcissist regret their actions, asserting yourself is paramount. Narcissists thrive on dominance and control, so pushing back against their tyranny forces them to reconsider their behavior. Be wary of their manipulative tactics, crafted to make you believe you're the problem, while they play the helpless victim. Stay vigilant and resist falling into their twisted web of deception. If someone consistently diminishes you or subjects you to ridicule, it's high time for a change. Refuse to allow them to mistreat you simply because they can't find anyone else willing to tolerate their reprehensible actions. If someone lacks respect and kindness, they don't deserve your loyalty or friendship. The fourth fundamental guideline involves radiating self-assurance and independence. To genuinely make a narcissist regret their actions, unwavering belief in yourself and your capabilities is crucial. When you possess unshakable confidence, it becomes challenging for others to tear you down or make you question your worth. This doesn't imply becoming arrogant. Rather, it signifies that, no matter how hard someone tries to belittle you, their efforts will crumble before reaching your core. Their futile attempts will lead them to remorse for the harm they have inflicted. Additionally, cultivating self-sufficiency and refusing to rely on others for validation or happiness is imperative. The deceptive tactics employed by narcissists aim to convince you that you need them. However, in reality, you are a self-contained entity capable of finding fulfillment and joy without their manipulative presence. The fifth crucial tip revolves around self-care. The journey you have traversed involves enduring lies, infidelity, and manipulations. It is perfectly natural to feel hurt and angry, but it is crucial not to let negative emotions consume your being. Prioritizing self-care becomes an essential step in instilling regret within a narcissist for their actions. Maintaining a positive perspective, despite the mistreatment inflicted by a narcissist, may pose a challenge, but it is certainly achievable. A pivotal step in this journey is prioritizing self-care. This involves nourishing your body with wholesome nutrition, incorporating regular exercise into your routine, and ensuring sufficient rest. Indulge in activities that bring you joy, such as massages or peaceful walks in nature. Surround yourself with a supportive network of loved ones who genuinely care about your well-being. By immersing yourself in activities that enhance your physical and mental health and bring genuine joy, the manipulative efforts of narcissists lose their effectiveness. Prioritizing your needs and nurturing your well-being allows you to break free from their control and reclaim your personal power. Now let's explore the sixth tactic. Cease apologizing to narcissists altogether. Proficient manipulators, narcissists excel in inducing guilt and convincing you that you are at fault. If you've ever extended an apology to a narcissist, you've likely experienced their adeptness at twisting your words and distorting reality, leaving you questioning your own value. It's crucial to realize that, in these situations, narcissists are not the victims, but the perpetrators of harm. Holding them accountable for their actions is essential. Resist the urge to apologize or justify yourself when they attempt to undermine your confidence. Apologizing for actions that don't warrant reproach or failing to assert yourself in the face of abuse surrenders control over your life, allowing them to maintain their dominance. Moving on to the seventh strategy, embrace silence and disregard their existence. The most powerful method to make a narcissist regret their actions is to employ the silent treatment and completely ignore their presence. If their company is unbearable, create distance. Use your time to cater to your needs, strengthen connections with supportive friends and loving family, and surround yourself with individuals who uplift and inspire you, avoiding those who bring negativity. As the narcissist perceives your indifference to their antics, they may reflect on the mistakes they've made and the emptiness they now face without you. This internal turmoil might lead to an unexpected plea for your forgiveness. Moving on to number 8. Cultivate unyielding strength and focus to elicit remorse from a narcissist. It's crucial to maintain emotional resilience, even when their actions provoke anger or sadness. Revealing vulnerability to a narcissist only provides ammunition for further harm. Instead, direct your energy toward activities that bring joy and personal growth. Refuse to grant the narcissist the power and control they crave. Redirect your attention away from their toxic influence and concentrate on building a life that authentically reflects your essence. Next, at number 9, withhold flattery and compliments, exposing their flaws and missteps. Flattery boosts the narcissist's self-assurance and validates their behavior. To evoke remorse in their conscience, deny them what they crave. Avoid magnifying their ego with compliments. Instead, highlight and emphasize their weaknesses and mistakes. This uncomfortable truth will sow seeds of insecurity, making their presence around you uneasy. Should they persist in manipulative tactics, stand firm in your resolve. Break free from their control by refusing to let their influence shape your self-perception. Concluding with number 10, resist their demands and defy their expectations. Narcissists thrive on manipulation and control, exerting relentless pressure to shape you according to their. How to turn off a narcissist's gaslighting with these 3 secret sentences. When a narcissist gaslights you, they do not simply attempt to convince you that you are antagonizing them and that they are right. They usually have a different goal in mind altogether. They want to make you think it is you who is wrong about everything, fundamentally flawed and fundamentally untrustworthy. They want you, in other words, to feel that whether you sleep day or night, when all perceived obstacles fall away, and what remains is pure clarity, there is something untrustworthy about yourself. They want the inner voice you call delusional to be its heckling partner instead. Of course, such ideas can only work when they have a way to succeed. Whenever things fall through in the relationship, you will naturally blame yourself, as a narcissistic voice has been implanted into your brain to constantly tell you that everything was your fault and never theirs. So it's very important to learn how to handle both forms of gaslighting in and out of relationships. In today's episode, I'd like to welcome you back to the Narcissist Revealed series. We're going to talk about the fact that knowing how to handle gaslighting is absolutely vital for any self-respecting man or woman with half a brain left. What else would you expect from human beings who sleep during the day and always stir-free at night? Especially if no one tells them such things. Plus, at the end of this episode, those who have not already subscribed should think about doing that, so they are helping us out in creating awareness about narcissistic abuse. Before we delve into the ways that narcissists manipulate the narrative, I would like to introduce the concept of perceptual space. When surrounded by gaslighting, what do they wish for foolish people to do? They want to alter the way you see things. If they said something and you call them on it, they will deny it with responses such as, "I never said that." Their ultimate goal is to turn reality completely topsy-turvy. In the midst of this, they are perfect, and you are unreasonable or dishonest. This is the point at which you need to protect your perception of reality and insist on your own truth. The key response: "I know what happened." Before you confront them, reassert to yourself, "I know what really happened, and there is nothing wrong with me for thinking it." When a narcissist attempts to change your perception or understanding, you must hold on tightly to reality. Hold on tightly to your perception. Think of the reality you know as an unmovable goalpost in front of your eyes. In this way, it is imagined